Okay, imagine existence of the secret word that is really close to you, but you won't spot it until you become a part of it. The word really special and unique, but you don't notice it because you don't want to. Every year, 18,000 of Poles becomes a big part of this word. Do you know about what word I'm talking about? And no, this is not Harry Potter movies and Hogwarts. I'm talking about word of amputees. First amputee I ever met was scared one. He was really unsure. Frankly, he was thinking that he is only person without a limb in the world. The first amputee that I ever met was my own reflection in the mirror. Exactly 4 years ago, 18th of October, I lost my right dominant arm. And this is a photo for me from the hospital. I was amputated. But after first shock, I quickly noticed that my life is far from being miserable. It was quick when I realized that I don't need any prosthetic to function. My family and my friends start to raise money. But more money they raise, the more I was sure that having any prosthetic will be a horrible idea. Back then I was working in a charity organization that meant to help amputees to get their prosthesis. So as well, I was well familiar with whole industry and how limited it was. Basically, after amputation, you have only two choices. The first one, the bionic arm, which will allow you to open and close your arm. And the second one, cosmetic solution, which will fool everyone that your limb is still there. But what is the point of having prosthetic that is moving if you're doing just great without it, especially if price of these prosthetics is comparable to price of medium-sized flat in the Poland. And believe me, apartment, your own apartment, will be far more functional than prosthesis, any prosthesis. And you are doing great. You have active life, so you don't need that prosthesis. And if we talk about cosmetic prosthetic, it always was a bit creepy for me. Recently, my mother told me that we used to live near to the guy who was using upper limb prosthesis. When I was a kid, I used to laugh about him and call him dry arm. And my mother said to me, don't say to him, because one day your arm will dry up too. Joke's on you, mama. And this is that two solution that you have a choice to choose, bionic arm or cosmetic. Every year, 2 billion people buy arm prosthesis. And this is only 50% of that market. Other part of this market don't use prosthetics at all. Why? Because people in that industry don't think about what their customers need. They think, what I will need if I lose my arm. So they think, okay, I will need something to restore my grabbing function, or to cover my loss. But the truth isn't there. Nowadays, it took only a few clicks to go Instagram and check #amputee. And you see natural life of these people. You don't see miserable, sad lives. You will see active people in every age, conquering runaways all around the world, bouldering, climbing, having successful careers. They don't want to cover their loss. They want to enhance it. Why? Because it took a lot to become what they really are right now. When I first met Greg, I was very big anti-fan of having any prosthesis at all. Gregor Kosz is CEO of one of the biggest clinics, prosthetic clinics in Poland. I told him that if I had to get any prosthesis, it will be probably something more into design than any function. And my first thought was to have prosthesis that will be connection of wood and concrete. Believe me that most of people in that industry would roast me, tell that I am stupid, and there is a door. But instead of that, Greg with his brother prepared for me special arm. After a few weeks, I saw the first design arm in the world. What is more, is that we came up with also interchangeable system of prosthesis. So you can have as many design as you want to have and just simply interchange them. But you can also spot it how light it is. And it was the very beginning of the company, which meant to change the face of prosthetic industry. But the beginning wasn't easy at all. People couldn't understand our idea. Whole prosthetic industry wasn't a great supporter either. We also had huge problem with trust of our customers. We was some weird company from Wild Wild West, from the country when you probably bump into polar bear when you're crossing a street. We have many moments of doubts, but we know that market is there, that people will love our product. So we was really stubborn. We was hardworking, and we are doing our jobs. After a few months, we noticed that we have so many inquiries from all around the world, not only from America and USA, but from Africa, Asia, Australia, Russia, Germany. People ask us how they can have our prosthesis. How can they glaze themselves? We decided to change the reality. Wow. We decided to change the reality. In that industry, it is dominated by really strict commercials that showing how amputees use their arms to peel banana, slice bread, grabbing basic stuff. We don't want to show our clients, if you buy arm, you will peel banana. We want to show them and tell them, you are beautiful, no matter how limbs you have, but it's up to you what functionality you will choose. We want to give our people possibility to express themselves. Our DNA is into design, and it's begin on the box that we will deliver your prosthesis, in our sleek arms, or in the line of clothing that we launched to enhance your prosthesis. Basically, you can order at our website prosthesis, and jacket, which will compare to your arm, will bump out. But this simplicity, minimalism, is something which allows Apple to dominate the world, because they're caring about every detail, from the box to the end product. And they think out from box. This is really important. Because it's not up to us what functionality someone will choose. And of course, you can have prosthesis with moving fingers if you want to have. But we know that for someone far more functional, with a Bluetooth speaker in your arm. Because why not? And we want to give our people possibility to choose. Sorry for me hanging on the phone in the middle of this one, but I want only show you something. I hope that after today, you will know 3 things. First one, that we are there. We are existing. We are not sad, miserable people. We are strong, active, and we want to live. Second thing, that we have possibility to choose between silicon arm, speaker arm, moving fingers arm, or that beautiful that I give away and I lost it. Man. Other hand in the same day. Man. And the third thing, that if prosthetic could be a sexy product, what couldn't be? Care about smallest details in your product. Think about the real your customer's needs, not about what you're thinking that he will need. Ask them. And if you choose to produce a minimalistic product, the words will be yours. Thank you, guys.